What's up, Ocean? You got Matt here, coach of your Montreal Nilotic, bringing you our round one battle for the NCP playoffs. We are the #1 seed, and we're facing off against arguably the best player in the Wi-Fi community, ShuckleKing and his OK Rillaboomers. Now, I can't remember how many times I played Shuckle. I probably played him maybe once or twice, and likely I got my butt kicked. But I think I'm definitely a better player than I was a long time ago. I definitely haven't played him in the past year, I'd say, at least. I'm a better player now than I was back then, so maybe we can get the win here. He has struggled a little bit this season, but his team actually, in my opinion, matches up really well against mine because of his dual terrain. But on top of that, Darmanitan Galarian form is a disaster for me. So let's go ahead and just show off the teams here. You guys see Latios as his primary Pokemon, but then the rest of the Pokemon are just very scary as well. He's got an Aegislash, he's got dual Tapus and Feeny and Bulu, he's got Galarian Darmanitan, which just destroys my entire roster because my ice resists are Urshifu Rapid Strike and Lapras, and that's it. So it's very, very threatening. Pangoro is also a huge pain for me to deal with, especially because it can be scarfed and just outspeed a lot of different things. Parting Shot is a thing as well. Knockoff is annoying. Aerodactyl, the speed, the power, just Dragon Dance in general could be a really big problem. So hopefully we can hold the fort down and deal with them. And on top of that, he has an amazing Zapdos answer in the Stunfisk. If Stunfisk wasn't around, offensive Zapdos would just nuke his team. It'd be so good. But the fact that it is immune to electric type attacks and resists hurricanes, it also is taking minimal damage from Heat Wave, is a massive problem. In my mocks, I had quite a few of them. Shout out to Liv, to PatMac, to Meta Knight King, and to JT's for the mocks, and shout out to those four, plus countless other people, including Tone, including Pez, I believe, who chipped in, Hayes as well, Ian Endless Gadgets for chipping in and giving us some suggestions during the team building process. We had quite a few mocks, like I said, and in those mocks, the Latios came to every single one of them, the Feeny came to every single one of them, the Darmanitan came to every single one of them, and then it was a smattering of Aegislash, Aerodactyl, Bulu, Pangoro, and Stunfisk. I think Stunfisk didn't come to one single mock, and every single one of them it came, and the one it didn't come to, Zapdos just went absolutely ham. Aegislash didn't come to one of the mocks, and every time it didn't come, Sylveon would go absolutely ham. So I felt pretty good about that if one of those two don't come. But honestly, if one of those two don't come, it means it's likely that Bulu is going to be coming, and Bulu could be problematic. But it's not the best option, I think. It's pretty good, it's not the best. Pangoro is problematic. I don't want to deal with that. Basically, I don't want him to bring Pokemon. I don't want him to do it because it's just that scary, this matchup. I'm honestly very nervous because he has quite a few good checks to a lot of my team. You guys see it. We're completely checked by Earthquake spam because of the Tapu Bulu's terrain. We're pretty much checked. Our Urshifu is checked completely by the combination of Feeny, Bulu, and I guess to an extent Latios, which resists its dual stab. On top of that, Zapdos, perfect check in Stunfisk. On top of that, there's a Jolteon, which resists the dual stab or is immune to one of them with Volt Absorb. Tyranitar, everything he has gets fighting coverage. Latios gets Aura Sphere now, and that's so terrible for my Tyranitar. Alakazam, he has potential Choice Scarfers that can run U-turn like the Galarian Darmanitan. I don't want to have to deal with that, which is very scary. So unless I have like a Sash counter set in my future, then I'll be SOL basically, and he could probably prepare for that pretty easily. So I don't want to do that because even then he can just go hard into the Aegislash, which is immune to fighting type moves, so it's immune to counter, which is it just sucks. The Dragalge, dual stab, resisted by Aegislash. Don't want to run Shadow Ball because Aegislash could easily be weakness policy. Tangela, Galarian Darmanitan, Latios, Aerodactyl, Charizard, not bringing it. Swoobat, no, it is really bad here. Lapras, it was a thought, but not a good one because Pangoro, Bulu, Aegislash, Latios, Jolteon, I'm so... Everything gets countered by something, and it's really tough. It's going to be a good game. I really hope it is. So let's go ahead and jump into it with our team, starting with our first Mon. It is going to be our win condition this game, and really, if this Pokemon goes down, we're going to have a really tough chance to win this game, and that is going to be our Excadrill. Toph the Excadrill is here with the Pasho Berry with Sand Rush, high horsepower as our ground stab, Iron Head, Rapid Spin, and Swords Dance. Now, I wouldn't be running Rapid Spin on this set if I didn't need to, but I kind of need to because my Zapdos is not running Boots. So because of that, we need to run it. Swords Dance, if I get to +2, we can really do a number on his entire team. If we're in Sand, oh my god, we outspeed everything. We outspeed everything that's Scarfed, and we're going to be in for a really good time against everything, which is fantastic. The problem is we need to weaken things down, and his primary answer would be something like maybe the Bulu, maybe the Feeny, because Feeny is bulky enough to take the hits. But we we are not super bulky on this Excadrill, and that's why I have the Patcho Berry, because in terrain, in misty terrain, we can't be burnt. So if Feeny goes for Scald or Surf or whatever, Patcho Berry will weaken the damage. I can get up a second Iron Head against it, which is fantastic if it's in range of 2 of them, which is amazing because, again, I think Feeny is going to be there to try and check my Urshifu. So if that's there, then we can kind of weaken it with that and then put in a lot of work with Excadrill. The investment on this set, the speed on this set is there, one for the Tapu Bulu, so we can outspeed that at all times, but also while we are in sand, we outspeed a +1 Aerodactyl or Jolteon. Jolteon gets the +2, it doubles its speed from Flame Orb, which I don't anticipate to be coming because it can't really touch my Excadrill, to be honest, but Aerodactyl could definitely be Dragon Dance, but if it is Dragon Dance, we'll be able to outspeed it after in the sand, which is fantastic for us. High horsepower is there because it's not affected by the grassy terrain, so we're not going to be losing out on the damage output there. It does suck because it's 95 base accurate, so I can miss it, and if I miss it, I'm going to cry because this is not a move that we can afford to miss. We can't. But majority of the time, we should be clicking Iron Head, except against something like the Aegislash, and I think the Regirock, even then Regirock, we probably want to click High Iron Head against anyways. But yeah, we're basically clicking High Horsepower Iron Head against everything except for the Aegislash and the Stunfisk, really the only ones. We are walled by Charizard. I don't think Charizard comes. It's taken super effective damage from my 4 biggest Pokemon, being Zapdos, Urshifu, Drill, Tyranitar, from either stabs or coverage, and basically I get coverage for it for everything else, so I feel good about it not coming. Swordsdance, if I can get a boost up, I'm in a good spot. If I can't get a boost up, that would kind of suck, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, I'm just really stressed because this is our win condition. If we lose it, we don't really have an option. Next up though is going to be Reptar, the Tyranitar, the Sand Setter here. Very important to this matchup here. We have dual stabs and Crunch and Stone Edge, Stealth Rock, and we have Protect here. Protect is important because, one, a lot of this team does not appreciate taking Sand Chip. Think of something like Tapu Fini, Tapu Bulu, Darmanitan, Latios, Pangoro. All these things don't want to take Chip from Sand, and if I can Protect Stall them, that's fantastic. But at the same time, Darmanitan has Gorilla Tactics, which means it has to lock itself into a move. And if it's not running Gorilla Tactics, then I'm not as concerned about it, to be honest. So yeah, it's probably going to be Bant, it's probably going to be Scarf, maybe, just maybe, it's going to be running Boots. I don't think it will. If it is running Boots, then I don't have to worry about the extra damage output or the extra speed, which means that my Urshifu can in theory outspeed it. Nothing I'm bringing right now is actually going to be able to outspeed it just in base, but if I get a Rapid Spin off with Excadrill, then even without Sand, I'll be able to outspeed it, which is just fantastic. So I can find out exactly what it's going to go for. Is it going to go for Superpower? Well, if it is, I can go into my check to fight type moves. Is it going to go for U-Turn? Well, I can take a U-Turn, so I'll just stay in and go for a Crunch or a Stone Edge, depending on what he has left. Do I have Rocks up? No, let me go for Rocks. As long as Tyranitar stays healthy and to the point where it doesn't die to entry hazards, I can get up 8 turns of Sand and put in a lot of work against my opponent with Excadrill. That's really the basis for it. The investment on this T-Tar is really cool. It has enough bulk to take Specs Latios' Aura Sphere in Sand. We also take Banded, Jolly, Galar Darmanitan's U-Turn after Rocks with our investment there. So again, that's Banded. So it's basically got +2 bands on it, and we can take that hit. We'll take an Icicle Crash, we'll take a Flare Blitz. We're not going to take a Superpower. Just there's nothing we can do with that. So it is what it is. But yeah, that is going to be our Tyranitar here. I'm hoping that we can put in a lot of work against it, and it's not going to be our lead, but I really need to get up Rocks. I really do, because if I don't, it's going to be a tough time for us to take on the Darmanitan. Our next mon is going to be Tweety, our Zapdos here with the Yachi Berry, because we have to deal with the Galarian Darmanitan. That is so scary. But at the same time, Feeny gets access to Ice moves. Aerodactyl, yes, it gets Rock moves, but also gets access to Ice Fang. Maybe it's expecting a switch into Dragalogy or something and tries to go for an Ice Fang on the Over Predict. I have that option there for a backup, I guess. Latios also gets Ice moves in case he wants to go for like Bolt Beam coverage against me. I have Yachi Berry on Zapdos to take the hit. Discharge is there, even though there is misty terrain. I still want to be able to have a chance to paralyze something like the Latios, because Latios is off the ground, I can paralyze it. Same deal with the Aerodactyl, I guess. But at the end of the day, if terrain isn't up, then Darmanitan, paralyzing that would be beautiful. Pangoro, same deal. Aegislash, same deal. Basically anything that is not Stunfisk does not appreciate getting paralyzed, and that is what Discharge will do for us, even though there's terrain. U-Turn for momentum. Obviously, Heat Wave hits the Aegislash, it also hits the Darmanitan for great damage, and hits the Bulu. I really did not need to have Hurricane, so I felt like Heat Wave would be best, because if I can burn the Stunfisk, that just takes away a lot of the residual recovery that it has, and my team really appreciates that as well. The investment on our Zapdos is there so we can take Specs Latios' Draco, that's without Rocks. We have speed on the set for Pangoro, for Jolly Pangoro that is, and for Adamant's Tapu Bulu. We also take an Adamant Banded Pangoro's knockoff after Rocks. Not really super necessary, but it's nice to have. We don't really want to take that hit because we want to keep this thing around for other things, but it's good to have nonetheless. And I tried reworking the EVs as much as possible. I'm actually going to try again really quick, but I believe it's not going to help because we have 188 in defense and we have 4 in special defense with a calm nature, and ideally we should be able to make sure that we have the maximum amount of investment. I'm going to double check that really quickly. Yeah, so I just checked. It doesn't make a difference. If I swap the defense and the special defense investment around, it ends up being the exact same 129 in defense, 122 in special defense, so it really doesn't make a difference there. Static, if I can get some paralysis off on something with static, that'd be amazing. We rarely got them in the season, but if I can get them, oh my god, that would be fantastic for us. Next up though is going to be a very important Pokemon. It's going to be our Urshifu here, and Urshifu is defensive. We're running a defensive Urshifu Rapid Strike. What the hell? Well, hear me out. This thing has 100 HP and 100 defense. If we max out our HP and put a ton of investment in our defense, we can take quite a few physical hits, especially because we resist ice and we resist dark as well for the Pangoro. We don't resist fighting, but it's not the end of the world. So I feel pretty good that this set can put in a lot of work against him. So the investment on this set, what it does, with our bulk, we are able to take basically any hit from Darmanitan. We are here to check Darmanitan with our Rocky Helmet. We're not too killed by any banded Darmanitan attack, I believe outside of like Superpower or something. Even then, Superpower will lower his attack rather. So he will not be able to 2 KOs after that. So I'm feeling really good about that. We have speed for Adamant Tapu Bulu. We also take a no, that's wrong. I originally had this investment to take non-boosted Latios' Psychic or Modest Jolteon's T-Bolt. We don't take those anymore. Instead, I lowered a bit of my special defense from 204 investment to 52, because that way I have enough investment to take Modest Specs, Aegislash's Shadow Ball after rocks, and I put the rest into my defense, which will allow me to be able to be more defensive for Darmanitan and Pangoro attacks, which are both very, very scary. And if I can come in and weaken them with Rocky Helmets and Stealth Rocks and Sand, it's just going to be a really big win for me. Circling Strikes is a must. Obviously, he could be running a Rocky Helmet on his Tapu Fini, which is terrifying, or on the Bulu, I guess, because they resist water. But we have Poison Jab for both of them. Tapu Fini takes like 30% still from Poison Jab, even though I have like no investment. Bulu should take a shit ton, honestly, an absolute metric amount. And on top of that, the U-turn is there for momentum. I have rest here in case I feel like I can get a rest off on something like a Stunfisk, on something like an Aegislash, maybe a physical one, Galarian Darmanitan if I really need to. I don't have Heal Bell this week, but I felt like it was really important because having Urshifu around just as a way to take a hit from Darmanitan and force to go for Icicle Crash, I can burn a turn of sleep, that means, or I can make it double or whatever, is really important. So that's why I want to have the Rocky Helmet with rest this week. I know there is terrain, and I can't fall asleep in terrain. I also can't wake up in terrain. If this is electric terrain, oh my god, it'd be completely different. I can just fall asleep and wake up after. As soon as he goes into the Coco, I'd be great, but unfortunately not. Like I said, it's a very good set, just it needs to be played well, and I'm hoping that I can play it the right way, and it's been pretty good in the mocks. Not amazing, but pretty good, so I'm hoping we can continue that. Our next mod is going to be Kelpo, our Dragalge here with the Yachi Berry, Adaptability, obviously, Sludge Wave, Dragon Pulse, Flip Turn, and Toxic Spikes. Originally, I had Scald over Toxic Spikes, and I had Scald specifically for Aegislash. And you might be asking, why not run Shadow Ball? Well, Shadow Ball can pop a weakness policy, and if I do that, and he goes for a Totemize, I can lose the game. I don't want to do that. I really don't. So, we're going to be running Toxic Spikes instead. Now, you might be saying again, well, he has a Tapu Fini, so why run Toxic Spikes? Well, if at any point in time it's Dragalge against Tapu Fini, and let's say there's terrain up, I can just freely click Toxic Spikes, because he's probably going to go into the Aegislash. I can then make a move, a flip turn, I'll get negative priority, so he'll basically attack first, I'll take the hit, and I'll get to switch out into whatever I choose. And the next time he brings in Tapu Fini, when there's no terrain up, Toxic Spikes will activate first, he'll get poisoned, and then terrain will go up, which is super useful. It also helps me a lot to weaken things or to toxic things, like the Darmanitan, chip it down a bit more, the Bulu, the Pangoro, the Regirock, and very importantly, the Stunfisk and the Fini. Those are very important things to chip down. Fantastic there for us. I'm not running Sludge Bomb because of terrain though. Yes, I'm running Toxic Spikes because even though terrain is here, but I'm not running Sludge Bomb because Sludge Bomb's power output is mitigated because it's not getting as much of a chance to get the poison off. So it basically becomes a 0% chance to poison, whereas Sludge Wave still gets that base increase in power at 95. So I really want to take advantage of that. And at the same time, I'm hitting Sludge Wave more often than I'm hitting Dragon Pulse because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he only has one resist outside of the Aegis Slash immunity, and that's the Stun Fist. So we want to make sure that we can just take as much damage as possible, and Flip Turn is just there for momentum. It's very important for us. Then our final Mon, I had a lot of trouble deciding on this final Mon, honestly on Kelpo as well, but it's going to be Sunderay, our Sylveon here. We're running Mono Hyper Voice as our attacking move. Yes, Throat Chop is an existing move, and I'm very worried about that. But I kind of have to just go ahead and do it because I really need to have all the rest of my moves. I need Protect to be able to scout things and to get back recovery from Wishes. I need Baton Pass to be able to get into better matchups, especially against something like the Aegis Slash. Hyper Voice just hits everything for as good as possible, and if for some reason he doesn't bring Aegis Slash, which would be amazing, this thing has no resist outside of Charizard, which is fantastic for us. We hit a lot of things for a lot of damage, and even though we have no investment basically, we hit things like an absolute truck. So fingers crossed. It's time, guys. We have a chance to go to the semifinals here. I should explain, I guess, what Sylveon does, because that's what we had. Kelpo didn't have any specific EVs, but Sylveon is important. Sylveon has speed for a very little speed Aegis Slash. Basically, if it's got like 12 in speed, I should be able to outspeed it, so that's really it. We also take an adamant non-boosted, or sorry, a non-adamant, so if it's like Jolly or Naive or Mild or whatever, as long as it's not adamant or lonely or something along those lines, we'll take a hit from Aegis Slash if it's one of those natures, or not one of those natures rather. Non-boosted, Aegis Slash is Iron Head, so if it's not like Steel Plate or what is it called, Metal Coat or Life Orb or whatever, we'll take the Iron Head. We'll also take a Specs Modest Flash Cannon from full, and we're not too killed by any non-boosted Latios attack. We also take two Life Orb Latios' Side Shocks, or Side Kicks rather. We won't take the Side Shocks. Guys, I'm really nervous for this. I do want to say, if you guys watched it, the first episode of Pokemon, How to Play Pokemon BGC from scratch is out. It would mean a lot if you guys went and checked it out. Putting in a lot of work on that series, and the response, I don't know what it's going to be. I'm hoping it's positive. It's a series I'm really excited to work on, so if you guys can go show some love on that video, on that series, it'd be greatly appreciated. But guys, it is time. Let's find a secret word of the day, and my secret word of the day today is going to be ravioli. It's what I have for dinner tonight, so we're going to have to say ravioli is our secret word of the day. Comment it down below to show me you're a real MVP. Guys, it's time. Let's get to the playoffs. It's battle time. Okay, we are back. He already told me his team beforehand, but he brings the Jolteon, which I did not expect, but regardless, Jolteon can either be Volt Absorb or Quick Feet. If it's Volt Absorb, it's a check my Zapdos. If it's not, if it's Quick Feet, then it'll probably be Flame Orb or something. And if that's the case, then we can make sure that, well, even then, our Excadrill will check it. So I feel pretty good about that there. All right, expected lead. I definitely think Darmanitan's a good lead for him. Yeah, maybe Jolteon. I just don't want to lead with Sunderay here. I really don't, but I think lead off with Urshifu is my best bet. We're going to do that. I'm expecting the Darmanitan lead, and him just to go for a U-turn or something, see what he wants to do. And if he does lead off with Darm, I'm clicking U-turn myself right away. So we're going to go ahead and do this. It's that time. It is that time. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, I'm really nervous for this game. Like I was saying, I just think that this is a really big game. It's a really big game. I was avoiding Shuckle for APA Academy, and ended up getting burned for it, losing the first round, and I'm stuck with him in round 1 of NCP, and he's with Aegis Slash, so we'll see. Honestly, I have a pretty good, like, okay, it's Air Balloon, ooh. Alright, I'm just going to click U-turn here. I think that's pretty fair, because he can just go hard into the Feeny, and he probably doesn't want to lose the Air Balloon yet, so he just switches out, that's expected. So he knows Air Balloon, that's good. Aki VGC, that's the Feeny, yeah. So let's see, is it Rocky Helmet? It has this surge thing? Yeah, Misty Surge, that's what it's called. But is it Rocky Helmet? We have to find out 2 items potentially right now. We can U-turn. Some good damage. Is it Rocky Helmet? It is Rocky Helmet, okay. That's fine. We're going to go into Dragalge here. We go Dragalge here, and we click a Toxic Spike. And then we likely just flip turn. Because again, I imagine he goes into the Aegis Slash. So we'll just go for the Toxic Spikes. He has 2 potential defoggers in Latios and Tapu Fini, and both are good defoggers here. But getting up a Toxic Spike will be very nice for this matchup here, so I'm really hoping that we can... He could have Taunt, but I don't think he stays in on Sludge Wave. Because if I go for Sludge Wave, man, his Urshifu check is kind of down the drain. Yeah. He's not leftovers though, which is a good sign. His only recovery could be from like Draining Kiss. It's not telepathy, which means it's gonna be, it can't run rest or won't run rest in all likelihood. But we see a switch out probably into the Aegis Slash, I'd imagine. Yeah, into the Edge Slash. And that's fine. I can go for a free flip turn here as I get up my Toxic Spike. Again, we don't really need more than one. We just want Toxic things. We can Toxic 5 Mons on his team, or no, 4 Mons on his team. And we'll just go for the flip turn here. Again, it's probably gonna go for, if it's physical, that's what I'm more worried about. Stance change comes out. Let's see. Blade form, and we're gonna go for head smash. Holy shit. Please don't kill me. Oh, easy. Okay, we did, that did 101. Aegis slash, blade. Flip turn, 252. Adamant, head smash. Against my Dragalge. Okay, it's not adamant. Let's see, actually let's try max attack and go Jolly. That's a possible roll for Jolly max attack. Okay. Okay, so that's fine. We break the balloon. Do I go into top here and click? Do I go into top here? I don't think I do. I can go Zapdos and click Heat Wave. I think that's pretty free. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna go Zapdos and click Heat Wave. I don't want to go T-Tar because I don't want to take a close combat that could come my way. But definitely not what I want to do. But I can get a very free Heat Wave here. If I hit the Jolteon, I hit the Jolteon. That's dope. So I'm going to go for Heat Wave. He's going to switch out. Fine. Go into Jolteon. Killua. That's probably Jolteon. Hunter x Hunter reference. Toxic. Oh, it's Boots. Okay, and it's leftovers. Yeah. It's Boots, okay. We're gonna go for a U-turn here. Probably a Toxic comes out. Maybe a Volt Switch. But I'm gonna go for U-turn. Because if I go hard into Excadrill, he may not like that. Maybe he goes for double kick for all I know. But he is Boots. No, he's not Boots. What am I saying? Oh, he's Misty Terrain. What did I say? I saw leftovers. I don't know why I did that. Okay. We can U-turn out freely here. He baton passes. I will take it. I will take it. I will take it. What are you going into? What are you going into? If you go into Latios, I'm cool with that. I go into T-Tar. Reason for that is because I literally take any attack. I take Specs, or Timid Specs, Aura Sphere from Latios in the sand. Don't take Modest. Modest is a roll. But we'll see. What is he going to go into? Alright. I just can't click Discharge until the Jolteon is gone. Blue Angel. That's Latios, isn't it? I'll take it. This is a weakness policy. Oh, that is some damage there. It's a crit. Is it a weakness policy? It's not weakness policy. So I'm going to go into Reptar here. And I have a pretty free Crunch. I just realized he didn't bring rocks. That's great. I'm going to get up my rocks though. Is Terrain up? Is Terrain gone now? It's gone. So if the Feeny comes in, it's going to be poisoned, which is great. I'll go for my rocks. Get those up, chip down the Darmanitan. He baton passes. Oh wait, this thing has baton pass now. Forgot about that. That's a good thing to remember. I thought it was only Latias that got it, but I guess both getting it's pretty good. Both these getting momentum is nice. Okay, that's fine. This is a poisoned, what is this thing called? Tapu Fini, that's it. Which is great because it is Helmet and not leftovers. Now we'll get up our rocks. This is one of the most important, I think arguably the most important thing to get statused. So we'll take it. I think I'm pretty confident that this thing is going to be, what's what I'm looking for? Drain Kiss and going for a Defog here. I'm actually going to go for a Protect. I want to rack up some more turns of Sand and Poison. He's taking 18%. Do we see a Defog? We do see a Defog. So we stall that out for a turn, which is nice. Alright. This is good so far. How many turns of sand do I have left? I should have 6 turns? 5 turns. So we switch out now. And we go into Kelpo, I believe, here, right? Yeah, we go into Kelpo? Go to Sylveon and click Baton Pass. That's pretty free. You can go with Zapdos and click U-turn. Weaken that more. I just don't want to take too much damage. I'm going to go into Kelpo here. Kelpo's the most expendable Mon. Again, the biggest thing that I want to Toxic is Toxic. Or Poisoned, whatever. So I'm just going to switch out. I gotta be wary of my timer. I have to remind myself. We're going to see a Defog here. That's okay. Gets rid of his terrain. But gets rid of my rocks too, which is unfortunate. If I was more ballsy, I would have stayed in and gone for rocks again. But still, he's under half now after Toxic and after Poison and after Sand. That's it. So for another Toxic Spike. Moonblast, do we take the hit? I don't think we do. Oh, I'm going to kick myself for not killing this thing. But Toxic Spikes are up, which is nice. Again, he's going to take more sand. Do we live? We live on 2. Okay. He should drop to the next hit. So in case he goes for Defog again, I'm just going to click Toxic Spikes one more time. I'm just going to click it. Go for Defog. Just do it. That's the best. Best case scenario. Go for Defog. Come on, baby. Please Defog. I want my Toxic Spikes here to stay. It'd be really nice. Because no more terrain too. And I get momentum to anything. Yes, I'll get the first death, but no matter what happens, I'll either get rid of the Feeny or I'll have Toxic Spike up. And I originally didn't have T-Spike on this build. Thankfully I do. It's put in a lot of work. It's worked better than I expected, to be honest. Part of that is the Aegislash had Head Smash, which is surprising, but still, I'll take it. Yeah, he should drop to this hit. If he doesn't drop, that would suck, but he switches out. I'll take it. I'm okay with that. He goes into Hillian. Okay, again, fine. We get the Toxic Spike. And, yeah. We're going to drop here. We're going to drop here, but that's okay. That's okay. And we're going to go down. But I have a very free switch into my Urshifu here. Yes, I have a very free switch to Urshifu here. So I'm going to go Urshifu. We're going to go Urshifu. And we're going to go for Surging Strikes. If he goes into Feeny, fine, I'm going to take a shit ton of damage. But it's okay. We're going to get rid of the Feeny, which is nice. If he goes Bulu, I probably just Poison Jab, to be honest. Let me take a look at Urshifu against Tapu Bulu and see the calc on that. Tapu Bulu with max HP. Oh wow, we only do 76 to 92 with Poison Jab. Damn. That won't be enough. After, it might. It depends. It might depend. It's a roll after Surging Strikes. Because there's sand in play too. I have to keep that in mind. And after this turn ends, I'm going to take a look at how many sand turns I've left. I might only have 1. It's taking a sweet time. We put him into a tough spot right now. We've put him into a tough spot, which is good. He stays in, we get the strikes off. That's nice. I don't think we KO though. Definitely not. Damn. We should take whatever hits. I think it's physical. So we'll see. What does he go for? Close combat. We should eat this. Pretty comfortably, I might add. And we're Rocky Helmet, so we get rid of the Aegislash. Rocky Helmet. Ooh. Rocky Helmet. Coming in clutch. You love to see it. There could be a Latios coming in, though, and that's scary. So that's a thing. We know for a fact that the Latios is not weakness policy. It's got Baton Pass, which makes it makes me think that it's not Calm Mind. So I might just go hard into Sylveon. Let's see, no, we don't want to go to Latios. I'm pretty confident that's the set. Again, Blue Angel, that's the Latios. So we'll see if he's got no whatever, nothing. Okay, how many turns of Sand left? This is our last turn of Sand. So I'm pretty confident I go into Sylveon here. I take the Psychic, or Psyshock, or whatever, because Psyshock shouldn't kill me, because I'm pretty sure, again, it's not going to be Life Orb or something. If it is Life Orb, we're not going to take 2. But we can chip it down. We have Leftovers Recovery. Do we see an Aura Sphere, maybe? We see a Baton Pass. Okay, well, the Aegislash is gone. I'm okay with this. I have Baton Pass of my own as well. If I just click the U-turn, oh my god, if I click the U-turn there. If I click the U-turn there, Jesus, but at least it's gone. Okay, there's the Feeny. Well, this should, it actually won't drop. Because Sand is going to expire this turn. Damn. Well, I can get rid of the Toxic Spike, but that's it, and that's fine with me. I'd rather, if anything, if I can get the chance to get up my Rocks again, I'd rather that than Toxic Spike, to be honest. Okay. Do I Baton Pass and then go to Urshifu or something? I think I do. Or, oh no, I just defog. I just protect. What am I saying? Protect. Defog, it shuts down defog. Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. We keep our hazard up. Doesn't go for rest. Defog, beautiful. Oh my god. Very, very nice there. That Toxic Spike coming in clutch. Dragalge with the KO. I think that's Dragalge's first KO in the season, by the way. Because we've used Dragalge, I thought, pretty well, but it has 0 kills up until now. I will take it. I really enjoyed Dragalge. I really have. But damn, we're playing well. We're playing really well. He's down his Aegislash and he's down his Feeny. That's his check to the Urshifu, and it's his check to the Sylveon down as well. This is great. This is really good. And we can't Toxic anything right now, which is unfortunate. But can find out good information about Darmanitan potentially. Again, let's take a look. Let's see, it's not Darmanitan, Sylveon. We want, yeah, Darmanitan. Darmanitan G. Choice Scarf. 50. We take the Icicle Crash. Do we take it if banned? Hipster. Okay. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. This set, this Pokemon could really do a number on me. This Pokemon could really do a number on me. If it's like a bulk up set right now, it could be very scary. Do I Hyper Voice here? Do I have a Baton Pass? There's 7 minutes left on the timer. We're doing good. I imagine a potential switch into Zapdos is on his mind. So maybe he goes for a Stone Edge or something, but I'm going to Hyper Voice here in case he's a setup set. Stone Edge. He expected the Zapdos to come in. That's fine. We're okay with that. And that did nothing. That did nothing. Oh my god. Okay, how much are we at? Oh my god, is that a crit? Jeez. Okay, we've gotten 2 pretty big crits there. That's a little unfortunate. How much are we at? 138. 201, that's 73. So let's take a look at Tapu Bulu. Stone Edge. Oops, Stone Edge is already there. Against Sylveon. That could be a min roll for Adamant max attack. So let's see. Horn Leech could do a maximum of 127. Woodhammer can Oko, technically. I may want to just protect here and scout. But if he goes for Woodhammer, he'll probably drop. I'm gonna Baton Pass. I think a Horn Leech comes out or something. Yeah, maybe that was a misplay. It probably was a misplay, to be honest. I think I rushed that one. I should have thought around and think about it a bit more. I think Protect might have been the option. But we're gonna see a Horn Leech come out, yeah. So he's gonna gain back a shit ton of recovery. Not the end of the world, not the end of the world. He's gonna get a good bit of health back. Fine, we're gonna get our Baton Pass, get the hell out. I didn't even see if he was leftovers. Excuse me, got a bit of a cough going on here. But I can go into Urshifu and click Poison Jab. It could be, honestly, I don't think I can. How much does Zapdos take from Stone Edge? Wow, 60 to 71, that's a lot. But Heat Wave should do a chunk. So we're gonna go into Tweety here and go for Heat Wave. I think it was a mistake to, I should have just kept Hyper Voicing, especially after that crit. Yeah, so we're just gonna go for Heat Wave. He's not left over, so we're gonna fire up that Heat Wave. So this thing has Horn Leech, stays in, that's fine. Horn Leech, yeah, we're gonna do more damage to this thing, and it has Stone Edge. And it finally gets Toxic, which we take. Heat Wave here, we connect again, very nice. We got some good damage off on it. It's gonna be under half after this exchange because of the Toxic. And I'm just gonna go for a straight, ooh. Or is this the time where I make the play into, how valuable is Toxic on this thing? Is getting Toxic on this? I don't think it's the end of the world. So I'm gonna go for the U-turn here, and I'm gonna see how much does Tyranitar take from Double Kick. I know it's Double Kick and it's nothing crazy, but I want to be prepared. Thunderbolt. Okay. 185. Ooh, that's a large chunk of damage there. Wow. Good damage, good damage. Okay, let's take a look. Max attack. Let's go Double Kick. Double Kick. We'll do, say, Jolly, just in case. Yeah, it does nothing to me. So I can go into this and just click an attack, I think. Like, Stone Edge would be my best bet, to be honest. Because I want to hit the Bulu. Be really good if I hit Bulu. But we're going to get some good chip off on this. You're slowly but surely building an endgame for Darmanitan. Slowly but surely. And I think I should actually go for Rocks here. I think that's the play. So, because if I get Rocks, he can't get rid of them anymore. I'm going to go for the Rocks. He switches out. He probably goes Bulu. Yeah, Bulu's hipster. See, Stone Edge is a good play, but if I miss that, it really hurts. And I think, yeah, getting the Toxic off on it is beautiful. It's really nice. And getting up Rocks, fantastic. So we know Stone Edge, Horn Leech. That's what we know so far. And with Sand and Poison, we're in a good spot. How many more turns of terrain do we have? This is the last turn? That was the last turn of terrain. Okay, we take it. We take those. I have to reveal Protect. I have revealed Protect. And I'm actually going to go for that right now. We're going to chip it down a bit more. Going to chip down a bit more. Does he have Superpower? Horn Leech. Okay, that's fine. It's not in terrain. It's about half now. This toxic spike has been incredible for me. We're going to switch out here. I don't want to go into MattOshea. The Latios is weakened, so Drill and Sand can win. I'm going to go into Sunderay. Just go for Stone Edge. Stone Edge expecting Zapdos. Because I don't want you to gain back recovery. If you hit, I'm okay with that. Just, if you hit me, I'm fine. Horn Leech, damn. So he's going to kill me here, I believe? 71, yeah, we just drop. Crits, not a big deal. But he gains back recovery. And that is the problem. Oh, that's some big damage. That is some big, big damage. Again, I don't know if I can risk him being Jolly. How much do we do through... If I go into Excadrill, and if I go to Tapu Bulu, let's say he's Babiri. Babiri Berry. It does a lot, just not as much as I want it to do. 35 to 42. So I think I risk it and go into MattOshea here. I'm going to do that. Okay, how many turns of Sand do I have left? I have 4 turns of Sand left. He has Okay, he has Latios, Darmanitan, Bulu, and Jolteon. My players click Poison Jab, I believe. Let's do it. It's Poison Jab. He's Adamant outspeed. Okay, he switches out. Killua. We get a nice Poison Jab off on this, and we should KO it. So down goes the Jolteon. Zapdos has no immunities now, which is great. We have Rocks up. So we're in a good spot. We're in a good spot. We're in a good spot. That's all I have to remember. We're in a good spot. If he goes Latios, unfortunately, I'm going to U-turn. And if I lose my Urshifu, fine. Not the end of the world, because then he's in range of Iron Head. And everything's in range of Iron Head. I know he's not scarfed on the Bulu, and after another round of rocks, he will be in range of Iron Head, even if he's max HP. He has to go Latios to kill me here. He has to. Unless he goes for Superpower on Darmanitan. He's probably, if he is, he's going to be locked in unless he's Zen mode, which I don't think he will. But Blue Angel comes out, makes a lot of sense. He's going to take Chip from Rocks, he's going to take Chip from Sand, and if he goes for a U-turn, or a Recover rather, then he's going to take a U-turn too. That's okay. He's probably going to go for Aura Sphere here, I believe. That's likely his best option. I'd be surprised if he did anything else. This is really coming down to the wire. This really is. Is he scarfed? He might be scarfed. Psychic, that's fine. Not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. And we're going to go into Excadrill here and click Iron Head. Well, let's speed everything. We outspeed everything. We outspeed everything. We're good here. That's Iron Head. What the hell? Stop it. Come on. Great. Oh my god, great set. Jesus. Oh wow, that sucks. That really, really sucks. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, let's take a look at Darmanitan. Darmanitan. Gee, it's not Boots. Drill doesn't take the Icicle Crash. If it's Scarf, I don't take. It's a chance. T-Tar. Choice. Band. It'll take the Icicle Crash. It won't take a fire move though. Ugh. How many turns on Sand? Please tell me this is the last turn. Okay, good. I can win this game, so. I can still win this game. I can still win this game. Tailwind has how many turns again? Tailwind has how many turns? 3. I switch out. And I go Zapdos. I switch on and I go Zapdos. And I go T-Tar. If I take this hit, then I think it's ours. Yachi Berry pops. Do we take the hit? Do we take the hit? Please take the hit. Oh my god, he is banded as hell. I was like 139 or something. Zapdos through my Yachi Berry. Yeah. He's gotta be banded. He wouldn't have KO'd me if he wasn't banded. So, I go into T-Tar here. So, Tyranitar. Choice Band. Does 66 to 79. Turns left on this. Turns left on what's it called? Tailwind. 2 turns left on Tailwind. There'll be 1 after this turn. I think I crunch here. I crunch, then I protect. Crunch, then protect, I believe. Switches out. Okay, he might have expected to protect there, but this thing needs to drop. This thing needs to drop. I think it will. Crunch plus poison plus sand. Oh, I think it's gonna be close. I think we're gonna get it. I think we're gonna get rid of it. Poison, knock it out. Please knock it out. Oh, the next one should do it. We're gonna protect here. If somehow this guy has synthesis, please don't have synthesis. Horn Leech. I think we got it. I think we got it. This is an incredible game. Oh my god. Great prep on the Costab Berry Tailwind. Shit. Tailwind is gone. I should have enough turns of sand. There's literally only one move you can click to kill me. Only one move you can click, and it's superpower. How many turns? I'm double checking. How many turns do I have on sand? 6 turns. I am good. I am good. We click crunch here. We click crunch here and win the game. Ice Cold Crash. Gotta go for the flinch, but that's fine. I protect. Holy shit. That's it. Yes. Oh god. What a stressful game. Alright guys, I am so happy we won that game. I cannot believe. GG. What a great game. What a great game. We got the job done. 2-0 win against Shuckle. Wow. Wow. GG's. Hell of a game. Guys, make sure to go and check him out. He really is a phenomenal battler. I said before in the team builder, he is arguably the best player in the Wi-Fi scene. So I highly, highly recommend that you guys check him out. All right, he's going to be giving you guys a lot of good advice, a lot of good ways to team build. We are moving on to the semifinals. We're going to be playing against someone that we have played before. I'm not going to spoil because you got to see the videos, but damn, we made it there. Big turns in the game. Big turns in the game. I think Protect in general, this game was massive for us. Having it to scout, having it to shut down defog, having it to add on to chip with sand and toxic was huge for us. Weakening the Tapu Fini was amazing. If we did not weaken that thing and rocks weren't up, then we would have had a really hard time to weaken the Bulu and the Fini and what else was there? The Jolteon to an extent as well, and even the Darmanitan. Darmanitan took like 65% from the combination of non-attacking moves in rocks, toxic spikes, and sand. Guys, we did a fantastic job here. The team really pulled through. Shout out to my front office once again for all the help. We're going to be playing against a really good competitor next week in the semifinals with a shot to go to the finals. I believe in this team. At the beginning of the season, I was like put near the bottom in power rankings. We had the best overall record, and I would just beat arguably the best player in the league. I know he was the 8 seed. I know we were the 1 seed. Doesn't matter. He's still one of the best players out there. In a best of 1, anything can happen. We got a chance to go to the finals next week, guys. Make sure to tune in. Again, make sure to go back and check out Friday's video on the first episode from how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! VGC. What am I saying Yu-Gi-Oh? How to play Pokemon at VGC from scratch. I apologize. It is a hell of a series, hell of a start to it. So guys, I would really appreciate that. And guys, thank you for watching. Make sure to answer the secret word of the day down below. Again, guys, just appreciate everything. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And as always, I will see you guys next time.